GM, massive week again. This week, SEDA has become the first Oracle to bring private equity data on-chain, powering perpetual markets on top of Injective, available to builders on any other chain. The data is coming from a great premium data provider out of the United States, Caplight. Their data is now available to builders across any network, and it's going to be powering your next application. So I'm going to walk you through a very quick Oracle program to show you how easy it is to use SEDA's Programmable Oracle Infrastructure to bring private equity data to your chain to power your next applications market. Injective are doing this with Helix Market for perpetuals, but of course it could power any other DeFi use case. SEDA is the first Oracle to do this. So let's dive in. Here in our docs, you'll find the available companies for private equity that are made available for testnet testing, with hundreds more available on mainnet. If you want to clone the repo, of course, it's in our example OPs on our GitHub. But let's jump across. Let's dive into the Oracle program. So what we're looking at here is a Oracle program that simply returns the price of the private equity company, broken into two phases. Execution phase, as you all know, having watched these videos before, is the instructions for where data has to be queried and how that data should be handled before the custom logic is applied to it, which of course exists in the tally phase. So no matter what custom logic you want to apply, whether it's WAPs, TWAPs, liquidity, on-chain metrics, whether it's triggering Oracle feeds to turn on and off based on your market needs from 24/5 to 24/7, overnight hours, pre-market hours, whatever it might be, you code all those instructions across the execution phase for data access and across the tally phase for computational instructions. What we're going to do today, we're going to fire off a data request now for one of the available companies on the testnet proxy made available by Caplight. Let's kick it off. We'll do OpenAI. So I will go ahead and run the cargo post-dr command for that. So in your terminal, you can go ahead and run a cargo post-dr with the project ID from our documentation in as a string result, and of course the Oracle program ID, which is all available in our GitHub. Go ahead and run that command. That data request will fire off, and today I'm using the SEDA core infrastructure, but this will be available in a couple of weeks on SEDA Fast, allowing anyone building perpetual markets or any other DeFi use case who needs ultra low latency, 5 milliseconds, 50 millisecond updates, plus the programmability on SEDA Fast will be available, which is how companies like Injective or other companies will be powering their perpetual markets using tick-for-tick updates as well. Awesome, so that data request has come through now, so we'll head across to the SEDA Testnet Explorer and have a look at how that data is being returned. These example programs don't have crazy amounts of programmability built into them. They're just for testing to see how the data can be returned. And you can see here that the code for OpenAI 149504-14 has been pulled, and it's got the latest price, which is actually broken up as 697,419. Now, if you wanted to run this with another company, you could simply go back to our docs here, take a look at any of these companies. I'll do another test here. We'll do it with SpaceX. I'll go ahead and get the command up and run that in my terminal on cursor. So you can see here, only thing I've done is changed the project ID to be for SpaceX. Go ahead and run that command, and that data request is firing off. So if you want to test all these, you could rotate through the 18 companies we have available for testing. And then when you're ready on mainnet, there will be hundreds more. If you want to check them all, you can go to the Airtable in Browse Supported Feeds in our documentation. Cool. That Oracle program has come through with the data result. So we'll head across to the SEDA testnet, check it out. Boom. Head across to the reports, and we can see that now it's pulling in SpaceX data, and it's got the latest market price, 224.6870. It's just that easy. If you want to build perps on private equity, the only Oracle that can power that is SEDA. If you want to build any other DeFi use case on-chain using private equity, get in touch with SEDA today and start building that across any single network. And if you want to try out what this looks like as a consumer, head across to Injective, the first company to be using SEDA to power their perpetual markets all on SEDA's Programmable Oracle Infrastructure.